Hi, welcome to Bookie. Today we will unlock the book Presence, Bringing Your Boldest Self to Your Biggest Challenges by Amy Cuddy. In one of the pages of this book, it reads, I am currently a medical student in Turkey. I have very high grades and I do love learning medicine, thinking about science, finding new ideas. I know my potential, I know I am carrying something big inside me. But the thing is I am stuttering. Because of this, I cannot participate in class, I cannot discuss anything, and worse, I cannot ask my questions. For 4 years, I've had to hide them. If you are slightly confused, the earlier read passage was from an email received by the author of this book. It centers on a feeling of powerlessness to tackle a challenge despite the one who sent the email knowing they have great potential. Feeling powerless is not uncommon among people. Have you ever experienced such a feeling? The pace of life in the modern-day society is getting faster and competitive pressure is on the rise. As a result, like this Turkish student, many people are struggling with all kinds of obstacles. These difficulties and pressures shatter the belief we have in ourselves and create a sense of powerlessness. Although we work hard every day, we still feel that we aren't good enough or we feel like we are imposters, failing to do the task at hand. So, what should we do to gain full confidence and how do we change the status quo in order to reinvent ourselves? This book Presence, Bringing Your Boldest Self to Your Biggest Challenges by Amy Cuddy will find the answers for us. It will teach us methods we can employ to bring out our boldest self through the use of high-power body language. The author of this book is Amy Cuddy. She is an American social psychologist and a professor at Harvard Business School. Cuddy has successfully been working on the psychological effects of nonverbal behavior on people. Her 2012 TED Talk Your Body Language May Shape Who You Are has received widespread attention. To this day, it remains one of the most well-received speeches in TED Talks history. She has been featured in Time magazine as a game changer, she has been named one of 50 women who are changing the world, and also has been recognized as a young global leader by the World Economic Forum. Despite being a brilliant and distinguished woman, Cuddy is not as gifted and intelligent as anyone would expect. She had been involved in a serious car accident during her college years which led to a brain injury, a 30-point decline in her IQ and an intermittent college attendance. But fortunately, Cuddy was not the type to give up on herself despite her unfortunate experience. She began studying the effects of body language on people. Through extensive research, she found that changing a person's posture can alter the states of that person's endocrine and cranial nerves. Therefore, high-power poses can make people increasingly confident and powerful. Now, it is time we uncover for you the best bits from the book, and this we will do in 3 parts. Part 1, The Power of Presence. Part 2, How to Use Big Poses to Achieve Self-Nudges. Part 3, How to Pose for Presence. Let us take a look at the first part of this bookie to learn about the power of presence. Often when we attend an interview, despite our ample preparation, we tend to go blank, and nothing comes to mind when trying to answer the questions asked by our interviewer. Our words tend to fall short of meaning and we most likely find ourselves stuttering through the few answers we were able to come up with. Yet, after leaving the interview room, back in our cars or on taking the train home, we are flooded with all the great lines and logics that would have helped us ace the interview. In these moments, we can't help but feel sad. We think if only we had remembered these great lines and phrases during the interview, if we had said certain words in certain ways, then it wouldn't have been an awkward conversation and the interviewer would probably have thought we did a better job. Such hindsight is a sign of the lack of power of presence. Simply put, people are blocked from thinking and expressing their true selves when confronted with pressure and stress, and this is often accompanied by deep regret and self-recrimination afterwards. However, there are some people who can express themselves easily when confronted with pressure. After carefully studying 185 videos of venture capital presentations, scholar Lakshmi Balachandra found that the most important factor in determining who got the investment was not the speaker's qualifications or the content of the presentation itself, but rather the confidence, comfort, and passion displayed by the presenter during the presentation.